Yo, what is good, fellas, and hope you boys are all having a fantastic day. We got a lot to talk about this morning when it comes to Madden 25. Now, before we hop into anything good, we do have a few quick small things to go over. First thing first, I guess you could say now we are on the road to 7,000 subscribers. If we can hit 7K before St. Patrick's Day, you boys know there is going to be a giveaway. So if you guys like Ultimate Team content or potentially want to win some money, I feel like you already know what to do. This week's content schedule will be getting tweeted out at noon today. As of right now, it looks like only AKA icons are going to drop. I do expect this week to be a fairly busy week of content. We should be seeing a second part of the Combine promo. I thought that was going to be today. We didn't get any reveals last night. We haven't seen anything so far this morning. A few reasons I know for sure we have a second part dropping. One, you come over here into solo challenges. You can't finish off the solos. Two, Leaks has tweeted out a bunch of other cards that we haven't seen yet. John Ross and Isaiah Simmons. There's the Jamal Charles yet to drop. We have a lot of really good players still tied into the Combine promo. If I had to guess, I really thought they were going to drop them today. Maybe they drop them on Tuesday. Maybe they do it on Wednesday. It won't be Thursday because this Thursday is going to be Team of the Year, even without the content schedule that has been confirmed by EA. You can kind of tell just based off everything we kind of have confirmed. We know this week is going to be an action-packed week. Anytime we have a busy week of content, you guys can almost guarantee the market is going to crash. We'll get to the market stuff towards the end of the video, but we do have a few small update things we got to cover. The final MCS stream is taking place tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Please make sure your EA account is linked to your Twitch to unlock the reward. This is the stream for Brian Thomas or Drake May. Now, I've been getting asked a lot of questions about how you actually receive either of those two players. There's going to be a set. You have to exchange 6 MCS reward players. Now, tonight, if you watch the stream, you are going to receive a 95 plus overall B&D pack as well as a Darrington Evans. So for those of you who are missing one of the MCS reward players, you're actually in luck. You'll be able to claim either Brian Thomas or Drake May. But let's say you only have 3 of the players, more than likely you will not be able to unlock the card. I will say last year there was a pack or a store offer, I guess, that went into the game. I believe it was $20 and it'll let you pick between either of the two players. I wouldn't be shocked if EA dropped that again. I don't hate if they do that. Those cards are very good. Like, you had to watch 6 streams throughout the entirety of Madden 25. Totally understand that, like, a lot of us didn't pick up Madden until October, December, so there's really no way for you guys to unlock all of the cards for free. But if you did do it, it is definitely rewarding. And now you know for Madden 26, you are going to want to watch all of the MCS stream. The game is being played in London as well, which I think is kind of sick. Now, when it comes to AKA icons, those cards should be live here around 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The cards don't look terrible. We will look at them at the end of the video. I guess that's cap. I think Josh Dobbs looks cool. The Zach Saylor, that card does not look good. The reason we're on AKA icons right now, your solo season games, if you have not played these right now, you need to do this. We've covered this a few times, but essentially your first 5 wins of the week over here in the objectives are going to give you significantly more XP compared to when you play it after your 5th win. They basically want you to stay on top of things when it comes to your solo season games. The breakdown of the math is after you win your 5 games, and let's say you need to unlock 10 tokens to unlock that free icon player, you'll have to end up winning 3 games to unlock 2 tokens compared to if you just stay on top of your things, you're going to get 1 token per 1 win. Not the biggest deal in the world. These games might take 8 minutes total. So just come in here, get them done, spread it throughout the week. I like to do them all on Wednesday when we do get new weekly objectives for the Season 6 Field Pass. And that way I'm just double dipping on what I need to do for the Field Pass as well as what I need to do for solo season game. But again, I do recommend you guys come in here and do this as soon as you can. You are going to want to unlock those free icon players. I get it. Icons isn't like good right now. It's not bad. It's not great. Maybe we have this conversation on a later date, but it might be time for EA to kind of switch up the AKA promo, or just give us something new, maybe some new names. I guess I liked the idea of vintage LTDs, and I don't not like it, but like, I would like to see at least 3 new players per week. Maybe we get, 4 cards. 1 card that is a vintage LTD, 1 card that is a champion, and then 2 brand new champions. Or that other champion we're getting, it just can't be a card like that Zach Saylor we have dropping who has 89 speed. There are cards from Zero Chill who are going to be better than this card we have dropping today. The big update last night was head-to-head rank. Now, if you guys missed that video, essentially EA tweeted out that yes, I understand that majority of people do not have their head-to-head rank reward. Those Makerights for that reward will begin rolling out today. That is what EA said last night, today being it as Monday. The Makerights that EA promised us yesterday will begin rolling out today. They didn't give us a timeline, they didn't say when. I will make sure to have you guys updated on when those Makerights do begin to roll out. Thing is, with the ranked rewards, if you tried to claim them on Saturday, you didn't get them, but if you tried to claim them on Sunday, I personally claimed mine on Sunday, wasn't here on Saturday, and I actually got my Julius Brents. That's why if you log into a game today, you're gonna see people with Brents. They just didn't claim the card on Saturday. I have seen some people also claim the card on Saturday and claim they did get the card too, but like fellas, it is like 75 to 80% of people don't actually have this card. So if you're missing your head-to-head rank rewards, do not worry, you will get what you are supposed to get. It will begin to roll out today, and yes, some people do have it. It is what it is. Basically, to spark note the whole head-to-head ranked issue, EA is acting on it today. Makerights will be rolling out today. They didn't give us a time, but yes, you can still play the card today because people actually have it on their accounts. You had to claim the card yesterday, and I did see some people get it on Saturday. It's not the biggest deal in the world. EA is acting on it, and you will eventually get your ranked rewards. Do not worry. I will say the Session 7 cards are terrible. I don't think I'm going to play any rank. Maybe I'll go get Kyle Van Noy, but like I don't use outside linebackers like that, so is it worth it for me? I kind of hope they buff the Session 6 cards. They're not bad, but like Julius Brents' stack could be a lot better. Let's cover some Season 6 stuff right now. I want to remind you guys right off rip to do your daily challenges. I didn't get my dailies done one day of Season 6 so far. I have pretty much done every objective you can do except rushing yards and return kickoff yards. The best way to do this is going into solo seasons or solo battle games, or just play the game and you will get it done. I finished off all of my Genkai Force challenges. I'm basically done with my Combine challenges, and right now I am currently level 26. Season 6 is only 45 levels, but we do have 22 days remaining on this season. Fellas, there has never been more of a time to lock in and grind through this game. Especially if you bought the Season 6 Premium Field Pass, you are going to want to finish off this pass. And I just realized today, I am not going to be home when Season 7 drops. Season 7 will be kicking off March 26th at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. If I had to guess, it's going to be an Easter-themed Field Pass. I come home from spring break, I believe, March 23rd. So we will be covering Season 7 off the get-go. Do not worry. I was kind of worried there for a minute. I wasn't sure like when my spring break was, even though like I paid for the trip. Sometimes dates and numbers, they just don't mesh here. Now when it comes to the big talking point of today's Do This Now, let's talk about mystery packs now. The mystery pack method is something I have talked about a few times on the channel over the last like week and a half. The reason this is such a big deal, the overall increase, I almost want to guarantee it's going to be dropping on Thursday. Good chance we get it on Wednesday with Roster Revolution. We know for a fact that we have 2 overall increases dropping within Season 6, and we only have 22 days remaining. By the time we get to 97 overalls, which will be this week, we're probably going to have like 18, 17 days remaining in the season. Due to this time constraint, the overall increase, it's confirmed to happen this week. Now, with the overall increase, 1, pack odds, they are going to go up. 2, overall increase means that we are actually overall increasing cards in the game. The market is going to take a significant dip. We'll say the market dropped a lot this previous week, but I think the Combine champions are going to go down in price. But for me, the best part about an overall increase is the mystery pack method. Now, we'll go to the training dashboard here in a second, but essentially, you're buying cheap training, you're ripping open mystery packs, and then you are holding on to the packs you are pulling. You're holding on to the packs you are pulling until the overall increase hits. Again, that'll probably be Wednesday or Thursday of this week. You guys can see right now I have about 87,000 training. I am going to be buying more, and I'm personally going to hold on to everything I pull. You can rip open the Zero Chill packs, you can rip open the Gold Plus, you can probably rip open the playoff packs as well, but everything else you want to hold on to in your item binder. And then once you do that and the overall increase hits, you're going to come in here and rip open the pack. Mystery packs are going to become more expensive. If I had to guess when the overall increase hits, we'll probably be settling around 7,000 training. And then from there, you rip open the cards right when the overall increase hits. The market isn't going to adjust right away. It takes a few days for the market to crash, and you're going to have a better chance of pulling better cards. It's basically a coin making method where you rip open packs. I mean, fellas, this is the way to do it. When it comes to the best possible training, right now your target price is going to be 89 overalls for right around 10,500 coins. If you guys do that, you are going to get 6,700 training at a 1.57 coin to training ratio. The second one being 88 isn't like bad, but you guys can can see the significant increase on the ratio. For those of you who have not messed around with training and training ratios, the closer that number is to 1, the better. You want the training ratio to be 1 coin for 1 training. Towards the end of Madden, the ratios typically go below 1. That's the case though, we're talking like May, June, July. Right now, for it being March, that ratio right there of 1.57 is one of the better I have seen. Typically, when we look at this, we're talking ratios that are around like 1.7, 1.65, 1.57 is very, very good. If we're basing it off of buying the target prices for about 10.5 thousand coins, it's going to cost you around 7,000 coins on average to rip open 1 mystery pack. Might be a little more, might be a little less, but all you have to do to break even is make about 7,000 coins off a mystery pack. Now, trust me, I get it. Those 70 pluses, they are terrible, but if you do this a ton and you need volume for this to work, I'm talking right around 50 to like 75 packs, you will make a profit, I promise you. When it comes to the market, yes, the market is going to crash, and I am going to start with some lower overall players. And when I mean lower overall players, I mean the Super Bowl cards. The Super Bowl cards are the best buys of the week. They've been the best buys of the week. These are still some of the best cards in the entire game. And I mean, right now you can buy literally any of them for about 250,000 coins. I'm saying all this to say these cards are going to get any cheaper. Now, if you have these players on your team, I don't think the price variation is going to be too crazy. You can just continue to use them. The value you are getting by using a George Karlaftis or a Herb Adderley is significantly more than the probably 30 to 40,000 coins these cards are going to drop. But on the other side of things, if you are looking to buy these players, please wait until Team of the Year drops on Thursday. I promise you, they are going to be in the gutter. Roster Evolution cards, we kind of ignore those because they aren't very good. There's a chance we see 96 overall Reduxes this week. We are very behind on Reduxes. We got 95s last week. We should have probably got 96s last week. I don't want to talk about Reduxes this week though, because we have talked about them a lot. The prices on these cards are fairly good. If you want to go out there and buy any of them, by all means, go for it. The Redux players always get cheaper over time though, because the more people that rip open packs, the more people that pull the cards. Reduxes are just always in packs. I had to guess the Redux market will probably take a 15% dip by Thursday. When it comes to Genkai Force players, these cards dropped significantly. They have worked their way back up. For those of you looking for a coin making method right now, I haven't done the math at all, but it looks like Kenny Clark, and building the Kenny Clark set is going to generate you some pretty coins. I would look into that as soon as you can. I mean, look at the difference between a Kyle Pitts and a Kenny Clark. That's like 150,000 coins. You can probably build the Genkai Force champion set for 375,000 coins if you are patient. That said, I do expect the rest of the Genkai Force market to go down. This promo was pretty cool. We didn't get nearly as many cards as I thought we would, and because of that, like, it's not the craziest promo in the world. I had to guess a majority of these champions will be selling for under 330,000 coins by the end of this week. AKA icons, I do not like this promo as much as I once did. I don't want to say I don't like it, but the deal with the AKA icon champions is every single Monday, the previous week's champions, they are going to get cheaper. If you got an Alvin Kamara, if you got a Rodrigo, if you got a Meatloaf for 500k, wow, I would sell off all 3 of those players right now. Promise you, you will be able to buy them back later today for probably 100k less than what they are currently going for. As for Ultimate Legends, the market's interesting right here. They're actually holding pretty steady. I mean, AJ Green is very good. Ken Houston is a very good player. You guys can see I actually have Ken Houston on my account, and something that has gone through my head, building my free Ken Houston and selling off the one I have. I don't mind locking in a B&D strong safety, and an extra 500,000 coins will go a long way, especially like I've been saying, Team of the Year is dropping this week, and Team of the Year is always a heater of a promo. So in my eyes, the more coins, the merrier. Chris hinted you might be able to make some coins building off that set. Ultimate Legends always get cheaper on Saturday when they go live, and then throughout the week they do get more expensive. Like right now is the time to not be buying these cards. If you want to buy them, wait until Saturday. But the big one is going to be the Combine Part 1 and the Part 1.5 promo players. Whenever we see Combine Part 2, these cards are going to drop significantly. The Part 1 to Part 2 drop of a promo, especially on a 2-part promo, the dip the Part 1 players take every single time is crazy. Right here, we are looking at 96 overall Fusion Genkai Force Devontae Adams. I think this is a really good player to look at because when he dropped, he was selling for right around 1 million coins. He was one of the best wide receivers and DBs in the entire game. Very similar to how these Combine promo players are today. Danielle Hunter, Bo Nix, Jalen Ramsey, all of the Part 1 players that we got on Thursday. they are considerably the best players at their position. Well, part 2, we still have some heaters to drop. We got a John Ross, we got an Isaiah Simmons, there's going to be an LTD Jamal Charles, and so whenever we do get that, the part 1 players, I promise you, they are going to go down in price. People are going to be ripping open packs, trying to pull these LTDs. They're going to pull the champions, the set pieces are going to get pulled, the 93 overall heroes are going to get cheaper, and therefore the part 1 promo players, they just always get cheaper. Using the Devontae Adams as a reference right here, he dropped February 13th, you can see that price up there, and then throughout the week, he did go down a little bit. We did have some pretty good content that week, but then 1 week after his drop, he was down to 466,000 coins. This was the day part 2 dropped of the Genkai Force promo, and think about those cards we got. The big one being a Kyle Pitts. People wanted to use that Kyle Pitts. People were ripping open packs trying to pull some of those LTDs. He did go up a little bit more a few days after, but then right after that, he was back down in price, and he never touched that 941,000 price mark again. Right now, I'm looking at the other screen to my right, and we have Bo Nix selling for about 800,000 coins, Jalen Ramsey going for about 800,000 coins, Kyle Long going for about 750. The rest of the Combine promo players falling somewhere in between the 700 to 800,000 coin range. I almost want to guarantee every single one of these cards will be selling in the 600 to 500,000 coin price range by the time we, I guess, get Combine Part 2. It might be today, it might be tomorrow, it might be Wednesday, it might be Saturday. I don't know when we're getting Part 2. We know we have a Part 2, and I promise you the Part 1 players, they are going to be in the gutter. That's all the market stuff we got right now. Let's take a look at these AKA icon reveals. I don't love any of these cards. Okay, I'll take that back. I do love LTD Josh Dobbs. He does play for a few different theme teams right here. The stats are very good. 6'3", 220 pounds. But I mean, fellas, it's Josh Dobbs. If you know where Josh Dobbs played his college football days, and if you know where I go to college, they're both the same. I am a Josh Dobbs fan. I am the probably 1% of the world when it comes to Josh Dobbs fandom, and I'm kind of like, The LTD, though, should be very good. 6'3", good size, good speed. I believe he has a decent release. It will matter on the ability stack, but it's really just the name volume right here. It's not giving us what we got. Even when we got the OBJ and the Ronnie Hickman, is Ronnie Hickman a crazy name that people are getting super excited for? OBJ is a massive name, but like, Ronnie Hickman, I don't know. Not a Browns fan, but still. This card, this is the champion. The card art, I mean, it's cool. It's really going for that, like, space theme. He is the Pastronaut. It makes sense. I don't know. Card is good, though. Again, abilities will matter. Good stats, good size. It's Josh Dobbs. This card right here, Zach, there was a Dolphins fan who was not happy in my pronunciation of this guy's name, so we're just going to call him Zach. Sucks. Zach is not good. There are cards from Zero Chill. There are probably cards from before Zero Chill that I would rather use than Zach Seiler. 89 Excel, where's the speed at 89, 97 tackle, 96 strength, 6'6", 305 pounds. Maybe you move him into DT. I don't know. This card is not good. EA, what is going on? Boys, that is going to be everything we got this morning. If I sound absolutely exhausted right now, I am absolutely exhausted. I had an 8 a.m. exam this morning. The test was 3 questions, 1 essay, and 2 short answers. I forgot to mention, it was on pen and paper, so I had to write with a pen an essay, and then 2 short answer questions in like an hour. It was absolutely terrible, but we're done for the day. We feel good about that. I don't know what grade I'm going to get. Hopefully, we at least get an 80, I guess. Honestly, at this point, all I care about is passing my classes. With that all said, boys, I'll get the boys back here at probably, hopefully, 1:30 p.m. Eastern time whenever content does go live. We'll be covering all of that. Updates video will be later tonight. I should be live on Twitch probably around like 5 until 6 because we do have MCS tonight. Make sure you tune into MCS, and I'll get the boys back here later. I appreciate you guys. Peace, gents. Have a good one. Like and sub if you haven't already.